Diane and Denmark here, calling all cozy minimalists. Welcome back to another hygge chat across the kitchen table here in Denmark. A few different things for you today. Going to be talking about skincare and how I'm dealing with my scraggy neck. What I'm doing for self-care this week, books that I'm reading, what I'm up to. Had a little victory at my swimming class this week, I'll tell you about that. Also keeping everything in moderation, looking after homes. I'm going to be explaining which Flylady zone we are looking into this week for our detailed cleaning and decluttering. And to give you a bit of inspiration for your menu planning, because I know sometimes that's difficult, I'm going to tell you what we are eating this week. So let's dive into, I'm going to talk about my scraggy neck first, because as you know, I make videos and I'm on social media all the time, and I film with my smartphone. I don't have any lighting. And sometimes when I've looked at the videos, I think, oh, you know, the rest of my face looks quite youthful. I'm 55, but my neck looks a bit scraggy. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to be more of a grown-up and take my skincare a bit more seriously. And, you know, before I've always been using like a day cream or a night cream, but not much more than that. Anyway, recently I was in Muji, Erica, my bestie Erica from America. We were at this kind of free skin school that they had where you could test out the products. And you know, I love Muji anyway, because I know you're always asking about my portable diffuser. You know, my little portable diffuser. There we are, it's going, you can't hear it. You don't put any water into it, you just put a few drops of your essential oil, and I often use that at my desk, or I can bring it here to the kitchen when I'm doing chores. Anyway, I like Muji stuff in general, and we tried all the different products, and I thought, oh, I actually really like that. So for the last few weeks, I've been doing the full routine, so using the oil cleanser in the evening and being very particular about doing my neck. And then I put on the light toning water, and then there's this moisturizing essence, which is some kind of, you know, kind of miracle product that locks in the moisture. And all these things, these are for the more mature skin. They've got one for, I think, sensitive and young skin, and one for more mature skin, which has got collagen in it. And don't ask me about these things, I don't really follow along. Anyway, so I've got that, and then this one is the kind of what would be an old form of, you know, night cream. And I have to say, I'm not sure if it's the products or just the very fact that I'm actually being very deliberate about cleaning my neck and putting on cream. It seems to be helping. Anyway, you could probably go back and look at other videos and see. But anyway, I'll keep you updated with that. And while we're on the theme of I'm 55 years old and little victories, I'm going to swimming lessons. You know, I'm an ice swimmer. I participated in the World Championships. I've been at the Winter Swimming World Championships, and I swim all year round and I skinny dip all year round. But I'm not a technically good swimmer. I can't swim crawl, not yet, but I'm learning. And this week at my swim lesson with my friend Sue, Sporty Sue, I managed to do, for the first time ever, a handstand underneath the water. Now, I can't even do it. I've never been able to do a handstand out of the water, you know, on dry land, ever. That's just, I'm just not athletic in that way. But with Sue's help and with the encouragement of the others in the class and putting my head underneath the water, and for those of you who know me, I almost drowned when I was small in a swimming pool, and I had my head stuck underneath water and my legs in the air with a rubber ring around me, and I couldn't turn myself the other way. And my swimming teacher at the time, she had to jump in and save me. Anyway, so I've always had this thing of, you know, pick my head down and pick my legs up, and my mind is thinking, okay, I'm about to die here. Anyway, with the help of the swimming lessons, whatever, I actually did a really good handstand in the water. And I could, you know, we've been trying it every time, but this week I could just feel everything worked, and I could feel my legs were, you know, doing the right thing. And when I came up, the others were clapping and saying, woo, high five. So anyway, just to prove to you that if I can do it, anybody can do it. So don't let your age or what has gone on previously hold you back. Let's keep moving forward. Books this week. I told you I had picked up the very last in the Dr. Ruth Galloway series by Ellie Griffiths. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm trying to limit myself to one chapter a day so as not to get through it too quickly. I'm also reading a book about the female divers from Jeju Island. Now, I knew nothing about them until I went to an exhibition last week, and it was the most fantastic thing. You'll need to Google them. They are female divers. Most of them are 75 years old, 80 years old, and they dive without tanks, and they dive to harvest oysters and squid and abalone, and it was just incredible about their background, how they do it, and also they can hold their breath for up to 3 minutes at a time on a single dive, and they do it up to 1,000 times a day when they are fishing or diving, and I don't know what you call it, harvesting the sea creatures. And that was just so incredible. Anyway, I mentioned it on Instagram and Facebook last week that I'd been to this exhibition, and many of you said, oh, you knew the story of them, and there's actually a book of fiction called The Island of Sea Women, and I've managed to find it through our local library. I got it on audiobook, and I'm listening, and it's fascinating stuff. So anyway, just you can look out for that one. I thoroughly recommend that. Everything in balance. Let's talk a wee bit about housekeeping for this week. If you want my little kind of weekly planning sheet, you can get those for free. They're on my website, dianedenmark.com /printables, and they're templates, so you can, you know, change the font. You can do whatever you like with them. I've actually changed mine slightly, and I've put the reset clean, I've put that over here now instead of having it over there. Anyway, remember, always start with your weekly upkeep clean. That's just spending 10 minutes on each of the tasks on the high traffic areas, and then once that is done, I've got my little cleaning card, it's all ready to go, and once that is done, then you can start doing the more detailed cleaning and decluttering in the area. So this week is zone 5, which is the living room. I've not got much to declutter there. I'm pretty on top of all the decluttering stuff, and if you're wanting weekly decluttering inspiration, I do a 5-minute video every week, and you can see what I've decluttered from week to week. It's usually from all Flylady zones. This week I'm going to be looking at my sewing supplies, crafting supplies. I've got those down in the basement, and I think I'm ready to let go of more of those. And if you're new to the Flylady system, as I said, make sure you just do your weekly upkeep clean. Remember to set a trusty timer before you get started. Don't go overboard with things, everything in balance. And then if you want to move on to doing something in the zones, what I would suggest is you set your timer again for 10 minutes, do a poopa, which means pick up and put away. Pick up and put away as much of the stuff in that area as you can. And if you've got time left, do a really good vacuum. But remember again, set your timer, don't go overboard. You're not vacuuming for 3 hours, okay? Everything in balance. And I said I would give you inspiration for your menu planning. This is our menu for the week. I plan for 7 to 8, maybe 9 meals, and usually one of the days will be leftovers, but I just like to have things that we don't follow a set plan that we're definitely going to eat this on Monday, because quite often plans change. Maybe something comes up, maybe my husband is traveling, maybe our kids suddenly are turning up. But as long as I've got my menu plan, it takes all the stress away, because I know I've got food in the house. I'm keeping track of what's in the fridge, the freezer, we're not overstocking. What I've got in my pantry, which is basically the drawer here and the one behind you. But anyway, here's what's on the menu this week. We didn't make ossobuco last week, so we had that actually on Monday, and I do that in the Instant Pot with polenta, delicious. Spaghetti carbonara, that's what we had yesterday. Masman curry, I didn't make that either last week, so I made it this week, with chickpeas, which was really good, so no meat in that one. Tonight we're having fried fish fillets. That's kind of straight from the freezer thing, and usually in Denmark it'll be plaice or cod. I'm going to make a quiche with tomato, spinach and feta cheese, because I've got some ready rolled out pastry, so that's very super simple. Mushroom risotto, I always do risotto in the Instant Pot. I've got a video about that. I've got a whole list of easy recipes on my YouTube channel, and as I said, I've also got leftovers written in there. And in other news, I'm going to see my mum very soon. Woo! I'm going to visit my mum in Edinburgh, so I'm really looking forward to seeing mum. I haven't seen her since We went there before Christmas, so that's another thing that's on my list, to book the restaurants that we're going to go to. We're going out with my brother and his wife. We'll be doing a bit of shopping, so anyway, I'm really looking forward to that. Because Mum, and thanks for everybody who's asked about Mum, she's doing really well, got some memory issues, but she's still fairly sprightly, and it's her birthday next month. She's going to be 87. Wow. Okay, enough talk. Up off your bahookies, a little bit of action. Remember to look after yourselves as well as looking after your homes. And if you like the video, it's the usual thing. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing with somebody else. And I shall see you very soon. I'll be back with another video, a 5-minute declutter video on Monday. So all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the cozy Danish hygge minimalism be with you. And I'll see you very soon with a rah, rah, rah. Okay, bye for now.